So why do graduate students and other researchers copy source text? There are a number of reasons why people copy sources in their academic writings. Time pressure or haste, the need to get something like the literature review done at the last minute, poor synthesis skills, or the inability to put together a coherent argument from the diverse voices and arguments in one's sources, lack of independent critical thinking skills, poor information management, poor English language skills, which limit alternatives for rephrasing material from one's sources. This is something I mentioned in the video on non-native English speakers. Lack of confidence in one's own analysis or opinions, lack of confidence in one's own writing ability, ignorance of disciplinary expectations, and finally, just not caring. Now I would like to talk about a concept called patch writing. I think this concept helps give context to students' struggles with working with their sources and trying to synthesize these sources in their own writings. The writing researcher Dr. Rebecca Moore Howard coined the term patch writing to refer to how writers cobble together a patchwork quilt of copied text and their own original text. Dr. Howard defined patch writing as copying from a source text and then deleting some words, altering grammatical structures, or plugging in one synonym for another. She argued that patch writing signals not a student's absence of ethics, but rather his or her struggle to understand a text. You can think of patch writing as incomplete paraphrasing or synthesis. It is important to note that patch writing lies on a continuum between complete originality and blatant, obvious plagiarism. Writers who patch write situate their writing in that gray area between plagiarism and paraphrasing. Most academic writing is really a mixture of paraphrasing and synthesis and original writing. Howard says that from her experience, writers patch write not to be deceitful necessarily, but because they are not yet skilled at synthesis and paraphrase. More importantly, and perhaps controversially, she argues that they are learning the scholarly idiom by sort of trying on its language. In the next video, you will see some examples of patch writing.